So now we will study theory of computation or automaton theory. So before going into the detail of this automaton theory or theory of computation, let us understand the basics of this theory of computation. So under basic, the first topic that we have is a symbol. So what is symbol? Symbol is any letter or any digit, or you can say that any figure or any diagram is a symbol. Any letter, it may be A, or it may be B, or it may be C. All these are the symbols in that automata theory. Next is any digit, and that digit may be here either 0 or it may be 1. Or any figure, let us suppose that I have a figure. This is also a symbol. This one is also a symbol. Okay, so all these are the symbols in theory of computation. Okay, so in next, after symbol, we have the alphabets. Alphabets. So alphabets are the collections of symbols. For example, and these alphabets are denoted by the symbol sigma, and these are the collection of symbols. Okay, if I am saying that sigma is equal to A and B, then all the symbols, so or we can say that we are restricted to use only A and B symbols. If I have sigma is equal to 0 and 1, then in theory of computation or automata theory, we are restricted to use only these symbols. These symbols are 0 and 1, or A and B. Okay, so this is alphabet. After the alphabet, we have this string. Okay, string. So string is some sequence of symbols. Okay, so we can say that sequence of symbols. So in sequence of symbol, if I am saying that A and A, okay, so this is a string. It is a collection of two symbols, and it is a string of length 2. Okay, so this is string. If I am having A, this is also a string of length is equal to 1. Okay, so string is a sequence of symbols. If I am having 0 1 0 1, what is this? This is some sequence collection of symbols over the alphabet that I have used is sigma is equal to 0 and 1. Okay, this is a string is 0 1 0 1 over the alphabet 0 and 1, and the length of that string is 1 2 3 4. Okay, so length is equal to length of this string is 4. Okay, so this is all about symbol, alphabet and string. So after that we have is a language. Okay, so I will have to erase this all. Okay, after that we have this a language. point I have is language. Okay, so what is language? It is a collection of strings. Okay, so let us understand this language with the help of an example. If I am having example, I have alphabets are 0 and 1. Okay, this means I am restricted to use 0 and 1 in my string. Okay, so alphabets are 0 and 1, and I am having language, that is L1, which says that the set of all strings of length 2. Okay, language L1 which says that set of all strings of length 2 over the alphabets 0 and 1. The possible strings are 0. 0 is a part of this language or not? 0 is not the part, because I am having the length of string is 2. So this is not the case, and this one is the case, because the length of string is 2 and 0 and okay. The next possible string is 0 1. Next one is 1 0. And next one is 1 1. So these are the possible strings in this language. Okay, so this one language set of all strings of length 2 over the alphabets, or I connect it over 0 and 1, is this one. Okay, so this is a language or example of language. Okay, so further, this language is of two types. Okay, language is of two types. One language is finite, and second type of language is infinite language. Okay, so let us take one more example. If I have language L1 set of strings and length is equal to 2, and alphabet I am using here is always 0 and 1. Okay, so L1 will become, that we have understand in our previous example, the possible language is 1 0 1 1. Okay, so here the possible strings are finite. Okay, so this one is a case of this finite language. And if I have a case where set of strings starts with 0 over the alphabet 0 and 1. So the possible language is, first is 0, okay with that. Next is 1, but 1 is not possible because the start with 0, so there is no possibility for 1. And next possible is 0 0. Next is 0 1. Next possible is 0 1 1, or 0 0 0, or 0 1 0, and so on up to. So this is the case of infinite. Okay, so I am mentioning here this one is the case of finite language, and this one is the case of infinite language. Okay, we will see all these finite and infinite language in our next lecture or next topics. Okay, so this is all about a language. The next is power of alphabets or power of sigma. Okay, so power okay, so let us take, we have alphabets 0 and 1. Okay, so if I am having sigma 1 is equal to, it means set of all strings of length 1 over the alphabet over 0 and 1. Okay, 1 means set up all possible strings of length 1, and if I have the case 2, then it means set of all strings of length 2 over the alphabets, which is 0 and 1. Okay, and if I have the case this, then what will happen? Set of possible strings of length 3 over alphabet this same. Okay, so if I will say in this case the possible strings are, or the language will be 1 and 0, and in this case I will have 0 0 1 0 0 1 and 1 1, and same will be in this case. You can calculate because it is easy, because the first combination is 0 0 0, next is 0 0 1, and then after so on. Okay, so this is all about powers. And if I have sigma star, if I have here sigma star, so in this case sigma star, we can put any value of star starting from 0, means you can say that sigma star is equal to sigma 0 union sigma 1 union sigma 2 and so on. Okay, you can put any value of star. Okay, and next possible case is sigma plus. Okay, so sigma plus will be equivalent to sigma star minus sigma 0. Okay, so here sigma 0 is the value, sigma 0 will be equal to epsilon. Okay, so sigma star will sigma plus will include all the values of sigma star excluding this epsilon. Okay, the epsilon will not be here, and next is all the strings that are possible with sigma star. Okay, so in diagrammatically or mathematically we can represent this statement like this: sigma plus is equal to sigma star minus sigma 0. Okay, so this is all about powers of sigma. So next is Next is next topic. Let's understand that topic with the help of an example. I am having sigma is equal to 0 and 1. Okay, and the language L1 says that set of all strings of length 2 over the alphabet this. So the possible strings are 0 0 1 0 0 1 and 1 1. This is the language L1. Okay, and I am having a string is 1 1 1. Okay, this is the alphabets 0 and 1. Language says that set of all strings of length 2 over the alphabet 0 and 1, and the given string is, or for simplicity, okay, the alphabets, this is our language, this is string. Okay, now I will have to check that the given string is present in this language or not. Okay, so I will derive the language, that is the language, and now I will take the string, and the string is 1 1 1. So I will take the string and in a linear way I will take the string and check one by one in a linear way, and finally I will say that the string is not present in the language, not present. Okay, and if I have a string w is equal to 1 1, then again I will take the string w and check linear way, and check that string in a linear way. First I will check here 1 1 not present, 1 1 not. So at this point I will say, that string is present. Here not present, here present. Okay, so this is the case with the finite language. If the language is finite, then it is easy to identify if the string is present in the language or not. But if I have the case like this, the given formats are 0 1, and the language says that L2 set of all strings starts with 0. Okay, set of all strings that starts with 0. The possible strings are 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 or 0 0 0 up to infinite. So this is the case of infinite language. Okay, and the given string is 1 0 1. Okay, so in this language, the same I will do that I have done in this. I will take the string and check in a linear way. First I will compare to this value, this string. Okay, then this up to the point or till to the point I will get this 1 0 1. Okay, so comparison will go in a infinite time. Okay, so the comparison will take infinite time, because the language is also infinite. Okay, so this is the problem here. Okay, because it will take infinite time, so this is not proper computation. So this comparison or this problem can be solved with the help of one method in which, okay, I am going to erase this. This is the problem of infinite language. This is a problem of infinite language, and this problem can be solved in this case. I will take infinite language and convert that infinite language to a finite representation. Okay, I will convert that infinite language to a finite representation, and then I will give that string w to this finite representation, and with the help of this finite representation I will conclude that the string is present in that language or not present in this language. Okay, so in next lecture we will conclude all these in detail. Okay, thank you.